was just going to wait until. Okay, hello. Feeling kind of down in the dumps today, so I thought I'd come live for a change and connect with you guys. I think I only have one video that's actually alive. Hi guys. Thank you for watching. You can hear me, right? Awesome. Okay. First card, Sun. Second card, Tree. Third card, Fox. Fourth card, Bridge. Fifth card, Clock. And last card, Moon. So I feel like someone should be happy. But I feel like this card it's like they're not trusting their happiness. It's like all the signs are like you're happy, you're growing, but you don't trust it. This is a deceptive card. And I feel like it's because in the past, the relationships in their life haven't went as planned. So it's like you have this good thing, but you don't trust it because in the past you've been disappointed. So this card makes me feel like you're not dismissing this good thing. You're allowing it to play out, but you're standing back and looking at it cautiously, which is shown here. Which, I mean, I think is the prudent thing to do. It's like you can't just trust every little, trust everything that comes into your life right away. It's like you have to test the waters, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Because sometimes things are not always what they appear. This card makes me feel like whoever this reading is for is generally a happy person. Optimistic, hopeful. I feel like this demeanor of being suspicious or overly cautious is not their true, genuine nature. It's like they want to believe in this, but past hurts. But there's definitely a good thing that's coming, that's growing. I feel like this card is also representing not just a cautious nature, but there's others that are watching this that want to ruin it. So be aware of that. And this is definitely about relationships. So this could be divine masculine, divine feminine, have reached a point where it seems like everything is going well. We're happy, we're getting along, we're doing well, the relationship is growing, but I'm cautious. And also, not just cautious, other people are trying to destroy this relationship. But this card lets me know that this is definitely moving forward. I just heard the words give and take. So I feel like divine masculine, divine feminine in this relationship are making it work. It's growing, it's happy, but it needs time to prosper. And it also needs evaluation. It does need evaluation to watch and see where things are going. I feel like a negative view is prominent though. It's like we're happy that this is moving forward, but we're looking at this with a negative perspective. I feel like this card is saying, yes, observe, watch, evaluate, but not like this, not with a negative view, with a neutral view. Because I feel like in time, what's going to happen will reveal itself. It's like you don't have to do anything. Because the nature of the relationship, the outcome of the relationship will reveal itself. Fool in reverse, death in reverse. That makes me feel like there might be an attitude that something can wreck the relationship, but I don't think that's possible. Six of Pentacles and the Fool. Both parties are all in. So for those who have reconnected with their divine masculine and it's going well, and you think that there's going to be some outside force that can wreck the relationship, it can't. There's nothing. It won't happen. So this relationship is going to play out naturally. If it's meant to be, it will be. If it's not, it's not. But these cards make me feel like that one, that it's going to work out positively. Queen of Swords in reverse, Five of Swords, feminine energy, divine feminine is the one that is questioning this. She is Page of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords. She is questioning, doesn't want to make a decision, And also, she doesn't want to take any action because she's afraid that she's going to end up disappointed. So she may be letting Divine Masculine do all the work at this time. She may be letting him initiate conversation, as well as ask for dates. Strength, Page of Wands. Again, confirmation that she's allowing him to do everything. I feel like she's waiting for a sign. But I don't think she needs a sign because everything is fine. But again, Ace of Wands and the High Priestess, in reverse. It's like she's not trusting the process. Three of Wands. Ten of Swords. Six of Wands. Ten of Cups. The Emperor. Oh yeah. And the Wheel of Fortune. So this is just confirming what I was saying earlier, about it's like this relationship is going well, but we don't trust it. So we're standing back and we're seeing how this is going to play out. Is my happiness something that that is guaranteed? Or is this growth a pipe dream? So I feel like Divine Feminine in this reading is expecting this to go bust. It's almost like too good to be true energy. It's like it's going so well that it can't be real. So she's expecting the worst. Again, this is confirmation of expecting the worst. But the thing is, she's looking at this like this is not going to work, but this is going to be successful. It's going to work out. I feel like this is also representing others that are looking at the relationship and thinking, this can't possibly exist or work out. But again, success. Confirmation again. This connection is going to lead to complete fulfillment. Over time, Divine Masculine is going to step into his place. Like right now, Divine Feminine is letting him do all the work. And to me, this card represents him happy to do that. He's happy to take control of the situation and show Divine Feminine that he's serious about this. All he needs is time to do that, which she's offering, which she's going to give him, which she is giving him. This card to me represents that that Divine Feminine is not going to be disappointed. He is not going to disappoint her. These cards just made me feel like in the past that was not the case. But I feel like over time, sorry, it's like I'm off camera. Over time, Divine Masculine has realized the error of his ways, and now he's moved into this place. Like he knows what he's doing, where he went wrong, how he can be better in the future. So again, Divine Feminine, there's nothing wrong with evaluating and looking at the relationship. Nothing wrong with doing that. It's like, as I mentioned earlier, it's prudent. And this card to me represents in time, you will see these things. You will see that this relationship is a 10 of Cups, is the ultimate, is emotional fulfillment, is family, is togetherness. It's pretty much perfect. And being the 10, it's like there's nothing more. There's nothing more. You've reached your goals, basically, as far as connection. You're going to find that Divine Masculine is, playing his role, doing what he's supposed to, showing you that you're it, basically. These cards make me feel like Divine Feminine may look for ways that the relationship is going downhill, or it's negative, or Divine Masculine's up to no good, but she's not going to find it. This card is like you're looking for it, but you're not going to find it. It's like nothing but success. I feel like Divine Feminine in this reading may actually start some stuff, like start arguments, point out flaws, cause some ruckus. But again, it's like you can't stop this relationship. And Divine Masculine is going to prove, like to me this card represents like you can do what you want. You can cause arguments, you can say I ain't shit, but I'm going to show you that I'm serious. So let's keep pulling and see what else comes out. Hi guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I would love it if you would say hi so I can see you. Hi Angie, if you're still here, and A. Papa Daz is gone, I guess. Hi, Delnura, sorry. Hi, honey. Hi, Tammy. I saw your comments yesterday about the wall. What do you guys think about that? About women reaching a certain age and losing their attractiveness. That's all the rage on the internet right now about how um, women are setting their expectations too high and they shouldn't, because basically they're ugly after age 25, which I totally think is bullshit, but do you guys think that woman's prime is 18 to 25? I've personally seen women in their very old women, like I'm talking 80-year-old women, that I would consider very beautiful, even still. In my opinion, if you're beautiful, you're beautiful, right? Thank you, Marta. That's so nice. I appreciate that. Sometimes I wonder what you guys actually think, you know. Alright, let's continue. Ring. Bear. Scythe. Clouds. Tower. Yeah. And choice. Again, divine feminine. It's like you're waiting to see if there is going to be happiness in the relationship and if there's going to be commitment. But to me, that this card coming out is that there is going to be commitment. There already is commitment. It's like you're waiting for something that already is. But this is what you're expecting, that there's going to be no growth, you're going to be disappointed, because that's the way that it always has been. And I feel like this is not just with divine masculine, this could be with past relationships. And the reason that is because past relationships weren't meant to be. So it's like you're waiting for disappointment. It's like doubting success, but this card is like you need to stop doing that. Don't doubt success. So this is basically divine feminine casting a shadow over the relationship because she doesn't believe what she's seeing. Hi, Jack. I know love can be very rough sometimes. It's like the relationship is going well, it's happy, it's prosperous, but we're not very sure about it. We feel like it could go either way. But again, divine masculine in this reading is going to make sure that there is a life that is created. this card to me is like, he's putting in the effort. And he's going to build this tower brick by brick by brick, as long as he has the time. Divine Feminine watching. I feel like Divine Masculine is watching the relationship as well, but obviously not in the same way that Divine Feminine is. He's all in. But it's all going to come down to, what do you want to do? It's like Divine Feminine is looking for a reason to scrap this relationship. And it's all going to come down to what choice she decides to make. It's all in her court, because Divine Masculine's all in. So whatever conclusion she comes to is what will be. I agree, Jack. For real. It's like people on the internet trying to make other women feel like they're inadequate, which is total crap. And I'm honestly against it. Trying to tell women that are over the age of 25 that they're no longer attractive, that's ludicrous. Mind you, I might be biased because I'm a long way from 25. Let's just say that. Ooh. I feel like as you get older, in some cases you get wiser. Like I would say I'm so much calmer than I was when I was, in my 20s. What do you like about being with partners that are younger than you? These cards, just staring at them just now, made me feel like Divine Feminine is looking at success and wants to walk away from it. Again, it's a lack of trust. It's like Divine Feminine's not trusting that the relationship is going well. Which I feel like is vulnerability. It's like when you're vulnerable, you feel exposed, and it's uncomfortable. Like Tammy, your partner's younger than you? Too? He lied. What did he, like, he told you he was older than he really was? Moon? King of Swords? Hi, Aqua. What kind of situation is he stuck in? King of Cup? Hi, honey. Eight of Swords. The Hermit. And the Ace of Pentacles. This card coming out makes me feel like the status of the relationship is not not all the way clear. It's like we're happy, things are going well, but it's not solid. And I feel like it's because there's fear here. Wait, Angie, you don't know your DM's age? You found it on your wedding day. Oh my lord. Wait, Tammy, on your wedding day, he told you that he was 17 years younger than you? Oh my lord. But you still married him. Love is love, right? On my wedding day, if I found out that my partner was 17 years younger, I think I would marry him too. You're in love, right? It ages up until that point. You figured out you were in love. Age shouldn't matter at that point. So, Aqua, your partner is in another relationship with that has children. Yeah, like I personally don't have children, but I can understand um, the decision to stick in a relationship where there is children because of the damage um, that is felt that would be done. It's tricky. It's definitely tricky. I bet, Jack. See, that's the thing. Like, when you, just speaking from my own experience, like growing up in a household where there was a lot of arguing is not healthy either. It really isn't. Hi, JP. Like, it does, like, watching your parents arguing all the time, it's like you don't get a good view of what a good relationship should look like. Like, I feel like that. uh, I'm laughing, Tim, because, yeah. Wait, so how did you, Tammy, how did you see his age on his license? Like on your wedding day, how did you end up looking at his license? Okay, sorry. Back to the reading. Um, I was saying you're waiting for happiness and commitment, but again, it's hidden because there's that fear there. It's like it's not showing itself because there's a cloud of fear that's hanging over the relationship, which I feel like is coming mainly from divine feminine. I feel like divine feminine in this reading, her vision is a bit cloudy. Like she's not seeing the relationship for what it truly is because of fear. So, divine feminine in this reading needs to let go of her fears and just let the relationship be. But that being said, this card coming out, divine masculine's in the same boat. Honestly, Aqua, truthfully, you deserve someone that is willing and able to be with you today. Someone that is unwilling and will not be with you, you don't deserve that. You deserve someone that's present. Okay, so I feel like the way that divine feminine feels about divine masculine, that fear, that reservation, that hesitation that she feels, I feel like divine masculine in this reading is he's feeling it. So he's starting to doubt the situation too. I feel like he's trying to push the relationship further, but he's being met with resistance. It's like he pushes forward and then divine feminine pushes him right back. So what was his real reason why he didn't tell you? Did he think that you weren't going to accept him if you knew his age? These cards make me feel like divine masculine in this reading is like super has like a super strong mind. It's like super intelligent, is in control of his thoughts, um, is like the last thing I feel like he is reckless. Like he does not do reckless things. But I feel like he is getting discouraged because it's like he's seeing divine feminine's reluctance to be with him, and it's starting to get to him. But this card makes me feel like divine masculine in this reading is in love, 100%. It's like he wants to look at the relationship and give up and think this is not going to happen, but he doesn't because he's madly in love with divine feminine. So as much as divine feminine puts up resistance, he's still going to fight for the relationship. Again, this relationship is a happy relationship. But it's like, to me, this card represents divine feminine. It's like she's trapped in this feeling of uncertainty. It's like it's like she's stuck in the middle. It's like she can't accept that it's not going to work, but she can't accept that it is going to work. So she's trapped in her mind. It's like she has these opposing views that are just bumping heads and not letting her move forward successfully. And that is transferring onto divine masculine. But luckily, divine masculine is mentally tough. So, but we reach this point. So I feel like divine masculine in this reading is going to keep trying. But this card makes me feel like he might distance himself a little. I feel like these two cards are like, I'm not giving up. I am going to wait. But I'm going to build my life as a single person while I do so. It's like, imagine being in a relationship with someone that you truly love, but they're constantly hesitating, constantly putting up walls, constantly fighting with you. I feel like that's the energy that's coming through. Is like divine feminine has been so hurt in the past for whatever the reason is, him, others, that she has her guard up. So it's like he's bumping his head against the wall all the time. So you can only try so hard to break down the wall before it's like you tire yourself out. So I think that's what's going to be reached with this divine masculine. It's like he's going to keep trying. He's not going to give up, but at some point, it's like he has to distance himself because he's wearing himself down. But again, not giving up, and in the end, the choice is going to be to always start over. So divine feminine can fight against him. He is not going to give up. And that's, to me, true love. If you have your walls up and someone still keeps trying because, and you deeply love them as well, and you know you do, it's just like you have all these hurts and pains that you need to heal, and that person keeps trying, that's love, in my opinion. So you know what I'm thinking, guys? Since there's just a few of us in this room right now, I was thinking that maybe each of you could ask a question and I could pull a card for you. What do you think? So overall, this reading is basically divine feminine, let your walls down, let divine masculine in. For divine masculine, just keep trying, don't give up. Okay, let me get my cards together and then we'll do this, okay? So there's 9 of us in here. I'll start with Angie. You want to know your overall energy. So I'm going to pull one Lenormand, and then I'm going to pull one tarot card right away. We'll combine both, Angie, we'll combine both of those and see what comes out. I'm not going to do both because I don't, I'll be on here basically all night. Which I don't mind because it's like, I've kind of become a bit disconnected from the world lately. Alright. This is for Angie. Shit. So to me, that's like you're leaving something behind. Or you should. Hi, KG. How are you? Wait, Kristen. Yes? Oh my goodness, hello. Okay, so basically what this to me is saying for Angie is like you need to leave something behind and start something new. To me, this is like you need to change your behavior. There's something about your behavior that you need to change. There could be a place that you're going that you need to change your behavior. It's like you need to stop going there. Do you know what that's about? This card makes me feel like there's a place that you're going that you need to act differently. This card makes me feel like the energy I'm kind of getting is like you're, in a way, acting up or misbehaving. Is that true? Okay. So you'll know how that resonates. There's somewhere you're going where I feel like you're misbehaving and you need to change your behavior. Okay, I'm gonna do Tammy. I'm gonna pull cards on did he break your heart on purpose? So this is for Tammy Stork. This is going to be the deciding factor because there's something that your person was doing right from the beginning. That's what I get from that card. That lets you know whether or not he broke your heart or not. There's something that he was doing from the beginning that will let you know if he did what he did on purpose. This is actually for Tammy, Angie. This is a question that Tammy asked. So that makes me think that it wasn't his intention to break your heart. I feel like from the beginning, his intention was to get along with you. And maybe, Angie, and maybe that's the point. It's like you're saying to yourself, well, that's just the way I am. I can't change the way I am. But God's Spirit's saying to you, no, you can change. You are capable of changing, right? Okay, so this is for Tammy if you're still here. So, Angie, it's like I need more context. It's like, what is it? Like, why? You know why that's coming up. Why? What is it that you're not changing and you're saying, oh, that's just the way I am? What is it? The truth. Okay, all right. So, Tammy, was it his intention to break your heart? I feel like the answer is no. Wasn't his intention. It's the person that you're with. What does that mean? Made you feel some type of way. Which way? I'm gonna do JP now. Why he didn't answer your question. When he made you feel whatever way, did you act out? He said we are friends and I'm weird. How so? Okay, let me see. What was your question? JP, I'd like to know why he didn't answer my questions. Okay. I've always been told, and I totally believe it, it's like when someone tells you something, believe them. If he says you're just friends, I would take it as face value. You're just friends. I live, love, laugh. Honestly, Angie, I've been in situations where it's like you don't want to believe what someone's saying. It's like, well, no, they really do care about me, but they're telling you, I just want to be friends. So it's like, as much as but you can't, you cannot. You want more than friends, but he's telling you that he just wants to be friends. So you have to accept it. I know it hurts because you feel the way that you feel, but it's like he doesn't feel the same way. So it's like that reading, the reading that just came out. Divine, the difference is divine feminine wants divine masculine. It's just that she's been through so much hurt. This guy is not saying that to you. He's telling you, like, oh, if he cared, he'd say, you know what, I just need a little time to heal, and then I'll be ready. But he's not saying that to you. He's telling you, I just want to be friends. So it's like you have to accept that and move on. Yeah, just give me a second because I'm just doing JP right now. Live, laugh, love. That's what we're talking to. You can ask a question. It's just give me a second because I'm just doing JP right now. All right, JP wants to know why her person or his person did not answer the question. I just felt strongly stubbornness. Like super strongly. So that makes me feel like your person may be like, kind of like guarded, like closed off. I feel like maybe like he doesn't or she doesn't like people like penetrating, like their barrier. Doesn't like to, what's the word? Offer up more information than they need to. This could also mean didn't answer your question because they've already told you the answer and they're not changing their mind. So I feel like why bother answering the question when you already know the answer? Why did you lose your 6-month-old daughter? Yeah, so JP, I feel like the reason, you mean she passed away? Okay, JP, why he didn't answer your, or why he or she didn't answer your question is because, again, I feel like they told you the answer and they're not changing their answer. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that, Angie. That's very terrible. These cards also make me feel like immaturity. It's like also like they're stuck in a place. Um, they're immovable. So basically, the answer to your question, JP, is the reason why your person didn't answer your question is because they're not going to change, and there's no point explaining to you that they're not going to change. They're not changing. I hope that answers your question enough. To me, this card is to me this can be a communication card. Like I feel like this person told you that they're not changing. Okay, Aqua, go ahead with your question. What is it? If you're still here. I don't think I did you yet. Let's see. Oh, I already asked you. I already did you, sorry. Someone else ask a question. KG, ask a question. Kristen, ask a question. I'm stumped. That's okay. Aqua, you already asked a question, so I'm gonna let someone else. Monique, go ahead. What's your question? Can you ask again? Because there's so many comments, I didn't see it. Oh, maybe you didn't. Sorry, Aqua, I didn't see you. You go ahead, ask a question. Go ahead, Aqua. Go. You can ask. Sorry, I thought I did, but I didn't. Sorry about that. I didn't. Right, Kay, you can just I'm gonna do Aqua, then I'm gonna do Monique, and then I'm gonna do you, Ray. Hi, Angie. We will pray for you. I will, anyway. Alright. This is Aqua's question. Is my shuffling loud, guys? Because I know when I record my videos, if I shuffle, It's like very loud on the mic. Is it loud on live? Okay. What will my DM do about our connection? Alright. Shuffling is very addictive. It's like, honestly, like, can put you in, I swear, like, in a trance. I could shuffle for hours. Sometimes I shuffle so much, like, my shoulder hurts afterward. Like, when I'm doing personal readings, like, I could shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. So much so that I, like, had to put a limit. It's like you can only shuffle 4 times before you pull a card, because I can shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. So Park, this is Aqua's question. What is her or his DM going to do about their connection? That card makes me feel like taking it public. It's going to bring it out in the open. We'll see what the next card is. There's something here about being out in the public that's significant. Or being out in the open. So what, has your relationship been a secret up until now? Or casual? Which one, a secret or casual? Six of Cups. Are there children involved? Okay, so what I feel like is that your person is going to bring this out in the public because of your past, what's happened in the past. I feel like there's comfortability, I don't know if that's even a word, comfortableness that exists, that now your person feels comfortable about bringing this into the public's eye. This also, since there are children involved, also makes me feel like, did you guys know each other before? Like, I feel like maybe you, like, reconnected. Anyways, so it's going to be brought out into the public because of the good feelings that have existed in the past. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like things have been so good while the relationship has been casual and kept a secret that now it's okay. I'm sure we're going to bring this out into the light. It's almost like testing. It's like we put the relationship to the test and now it's cool. So where is your relationship going? It's coming out of the dark into the light based on what has happened thus far. Okay? So Monique, what's your question if you're still here? You're welcome, Aqua. I hope it was helpful. The spirit able to send soulmate in place of your twin if they are a sociopath that is unwilling to change. I was ghosted a year ago, a few texts since then. I met a new partner. Without even pulling cards, I absolutely think that's a yes, but we'll see what comes out. I don't know why the chat's disconnected. It says, wait while we try to reconnect you. Anyways, okay, cool. We're gonna go with the first question about we'll just see what comes out. I bet you've been hurt. That's normal. And it's almost like the reading was for you because the divine feminine is in that reading was very resistive to divine masculine trying to break through the walls, and that could explain your situation completely. So this card represents obstacles, problems, things to overcome, basically. So I feel like this is saying, like, when it comes to switching out someone's partner, it's not something that happens very easily. So this card makes me feel like when we're asking about this person that came into your life that's a sociopath, it's like it makes me feel like because this card is saying that that's something that just doesn't happen easily, it makes me wonder if that person was actually your soulmate. Do you get what I'm saying? Because when your person is your person, they don't just get swapped out. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going here. What kind of traits? Kristen, I think we have answered all your questions, don't you think? For now, anyway. So yeah, these cards, Monique, make me think in regards to swapping out your partner, it's like that it's something that does not happen very easily, if at all. So to answer your question, I feel like it's a no. Your person is your person, and anyone else, those who are not your person are those that get swapped out. Your person is not going to get swapped out. Is the response that I'm getting. I hope that answers your question. So the person that you mentioned about being a sociopath, getting swapped out, is because that was not your person. Ray K, are you still here? I hope that helps, Monique. So I imagine that will open you up a bit to this new person in your life. Hi, Kayron. I'm just gonna do one question, so maybe next time we can delve into that, or you can buy a reading if you want in my Etsy store. Should I give him another chance? All right, Ray K. Should we give him another chance? Let's see. You're a Sagittarius? Love that. My Etsy? Hold on. That should bring you there, I think. Ray K, should you give him another chance? Okay. No, I was asking Kristen because she put that she's a Sagittarius and they ask a lot of questions. Yeah. Okay. Should you give him another chance? First card, yikes. So, you know what? My blog is honest to God in the back of my mind all the time. And I say to myself, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna write something, and then it just gets pushed back into the, the back of my mind again. It's like I literally went a whole year without doing anything on it. Like I'm almost starting to think like it's a pointless endeavor because it's like I'm never ever working on it. I don't know. Anyway, so this Ray K, this card, it represents like suffering. Yeah, I know. It's like don't push the issue on the blog because it's like I don't want to put. I think everything in divine timing, right? If I'm not doing it now, then maybe there's a reason for it, So, should you give him another chance? So far, this card is like if you do the camera's acting up. Okay. That makes me feel like if you give him another chance, there's going to be pain. There's going to be suffering. There's going to be sacrifice. I hear you, KP. I've been like, in the last, I don't know, this card just represents suffering. So if you give your person another chance, there will likely be pain, suffering, and sacrifice. But this card that comes out is going to seal the deal. This card makes me feel like there has been suffering. So it's like before you even give this person another chance, I feel like there's pain coming through. King of Swords. This makes me feel like your person has like mental health issues. There's something in his mind that's makes me feel like sick. I feel like there's something that's happening, or there's something mentally that's going on with him that is, I almost feel like torture. Like, I feel like he's being tortured mentally. Or there's something in his past that he can't get over. There's something about his mental health that is going to make your relationship unhealthy. And I feel like until he gets whatever this issue is dealt with, your relationship is going to be hell, basically. And this card makes me feel like this, whatever is going on with his mental issues, it's like he's convinced. Like he's, like, it's like his train of thought is like cemented. Like it's like saying to yourself, I'm depressed. And there's nothing that can break, I'm just using that as an example. I'm depressed, there's nothing that can happen that can bring me out of this depression. It's like that. It's like deciding that you're this something and sticking with it. That's what I feel like is the issue. It's like has this pain that's going on mentally and he's stuck on it. So based on the cards that are showing themselves right here, the question, should you give him another chance? I would say not right now, because he is not in a good mental place. At all. So, and because he's not in a good mental place, he cannot bring anything positive to a relationship at this time. Like these cards make me feel like maybe like professional help is in order. Yeah. So that's that. Does anyone else want to ask a question? Pretty freaking looks pretty angry in that picture, honestly. Shelley, do you have a question? God bless you too, Ray K. And you're very welcome. I didn't see your question. You just want a general overview of what happened today. All right. You saw your person. It was a good meeting. You wanted to stay, and you were thankful, and you just wanted to like. Okay. You just wanted to like make sure that what you were feeling was legit. Oh, live, laugh, love. I'll do you next. I'm so sorry. Oh goodness. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll do you next. It's like if you're not saying anything, it's like I don't know that you're there. I'll do you next. Okay. Are you cool with that, Shelley? Okay, live, laugh, love. What's your question? Well, we'll do you, Shelley, and then we'll do her again because she's not responding. Okay. What's your question? Live, laugh, love. I don't know what the delay is. What's happening in your connection? Okay, do that. Yikes. Okay, so coffin obviously is an ending. So there's something in your relationship that's ended. It's like the relationship is not going anywhere at this time. Wait, we're not done yet. We have a clarifying card that's going to come out. Yikes. 3 of Swords. So basically, I don't think I really need to say much about that. It's like the relationship has ended, and as a result, there's heartbreak. I'm gonna ask, is it gonna change? Will this ending and this heartbreak change? Oh, for goodness sakes. Why do you think that, Kristen? Why do you think that you have psychic abilities that are being blocked? So this is my card about feelings not changing. So the question was, will this ending in heartbreak change? And I feel like the answer is no. And you mentioned there being a third party, so that's probably why things are going to stay the way that they are. Unless that third party situation it changes, it's just the relationship is not going to go anywhere. I'm sorry that wasn't very positive, but I mean, it is what it is, kind of. So hopefully that helps a bit. Shelley, I'm gonna do you now. Overall view of what kind of experiences? Just back to Shelley, your overall, like, what was the energy of your overall meeting today? I feel like before I even pull cards, the fact that your DM made an effort to keep a promise is very, very positive. Even though he was tired. People do not go out of their way for other people. Like, especially when they're tired. So right off the hop, that seemed positive to me. Without even pulling any cards. So yeah, something hidden, but this is not necessarily negative yet. This could just mean, there's something about hiding. I feel like someone was not expressing their true feelings. Someone was holding back, is basically what I feel. Like, I feel like everything that was being felt in the moment was not being expressed. Which is not necessarily negative. Even though the card itself is supposed to be negative, doesn't mean it's negative. It's just like everything that was wanted to be said or expressed was not in the moment. He has never told you his feelings. Kristen, being able to predict the type of people that would walk out and then they walked out, that's pretty phenomenal. I don't have that. Not yet anyways. I don't have that type of ability. That's, I know that's part of when you tell people things, they just look at you like, are you insane? Because I think you're insane. This is good. Okay. So what was hidden, I feel like, was the amount of pleasure that was being experienced in the moment. So you say he hasn't told you his feelings. I feel like this is what he feels. When he's with you, it's enjoyable. It's enjoyment. It's fun. It's positive. So that's what's being hidden. I feel like what's being hidden is how much enjoyment that each one of you feels being together. I'm not sure why. Let's ask why. Why is that? You say it's because of the kids? Is he in another relationship? Are you in another relationship? Is that why? What is the reason? Why is there like this holding back that's happening? Oh, you're clear. Okay. So it's just maybe it's like the reading. It's like don't want to be vulnerable because you don't want to get hurt. So it's like if you come across and you say how much you care for the other person, then you risk suffering harm. Because what if they don't feel the same way? Let's pull a card and see why is there this hiding? This card makes me feel like this is the Six of Wands. This card makes me feel like I want it so bad. It's like I want it so bad, I'm scared. It's like I'm hiding how much I like this because I want it so badly. And like because no gender cards like came out, that it's like there's females in this card and there's a masculine energy in this card. It's like you're both doing it. It's like you're both hiding how you truly feel because you both want it so badly. And this card is just like, this is the outcome. It's like, it's going to be successful. You are going to get along. So I would say that what you felt today was 100% real. And there's no need to doubt it because I feel like you feel this way and he feels the exact same way about you. So that was pretty rad. Like, that was pretty beautiful. Is there anyone else that wants to ask a question that's here? Okay. Vixie Pixie? I'm sure he will. Shelly, I'm sure he will. If it keeps up like that, they're like, he will. You're welcome. Vixie Pixie, what is your question again? Where'd you go? Where's your question? Anything you could say about the guy I'm thinking of? We haven't spoken in 6 months. That's fine. Talk away, Kristen. I honestly, to be truthfully honest, I am probably not the person to help you with that. I'm speaking to Kristen. Because I kind of stumbled. I literally fell down, hit my head, right? I slipped on ice and fell down, hit my head, and then this happened. It was like a whole, like, it's like something shook my brain, and all of a sudden I was like in a whole new world. It's kind of crazy, I have to say. Yeah. And for a while, it was like very overwhelming to the point of being almost feeling like I'm going insane. It was like a door opened up. It was very crazy. And it like really took a while to get used to it. But now it's like I can control it. It's weird. But it all started before nothing. And then I fell, I hit my head, and then it was like a door opened. It's crazy. But in my mind, it's like it was meant to be. What can you say about the guy I'm thinking of? We haven't spoken in 6 months. Sometimes I kind of would like to go back to the way things used to be, because sometimes it's just like annoying. It's like, shut up, you know what I mean? Because that's what it feels like. It's like constant chatter, you know? Some of it not the greatest. I don't want to hear it, you know? I would say muffle it. turn it off? No. But muffle? Yes. Okay, this is for Vixie Pixie. Dice. It does feel like a radio. And it's like I just turn the volume down sometimes. That's what it feels like. Yeah. I'd have to say, like, being in silence, I don't like. It's like I can't be in silence because it's like, so I have to have like music on or the TV on or some kind of noise. Okay, so Fixie Pixie. Dice. This makes me feel like whatever this relationship is, it's a gamble. It's like 50-50. It's like it could go either way. So this card makes me feel like we haven't expressed our feelings. We don't know how each other feels. It could work, it couldn't work. We don't know. Speaking of like spiritual things, it's like I've been really recognizing, I have to say, like, the difference between light and dark. It's like I've been going through these things where it's like I've been trying to figure out why I get so much hostility when I'm out in the world. And I feel like I'm learning that the reason is because it's like the light that I'm emitting. Does anyone believe that? It's like I'm giving off light and people don't like it. And that's why I get so much hate when I'm out in the world. And it's like for the longest time, it's like I've been trying to figure out why. It's like I'm not even doing anything, you know? It's like I mind my own business, I do my own thing. It's like, why am I getting so much hate? And I feel like the reason is because light. And it's like, sometimes I just want to retreat, but then I think of like that Bible verse about hiding your light under a bushel. So it's like, you gotta, and that's where I got the idea of like, it's the light that's making people so hostile. I don't know if anyone feels that way, but yeah, like all your hate and all your hostility and all your meanness and like, it's like, whoa, it's like, let's clarify this. Huh. To me, this is like this relationship, Fixie Pixie, the relationship is like, it's risky and it's just going to get riskier, if that makes sense. I don't know. There's something unstable about this relationship. Like, why is this relationship a risk? And it's just going to get riskier. I feel like someone in this relationship may be living a lifestyle that's on the edge, or doing risky things, or involved in like, do you know what this means, Vixie Pixie? Like, why is this relationship a risk? It will only get riskier. The energy I'm getting is risky lifestyle. Let's see, let's ask. Why is this a risk? And will only get riskier. We're mellow, vegan hippies. I love that. Is it financial? Or this could be financial. Let's see. There's something about this that is risky. See, this to me could be a controlling card too. Maybe it's because, okay, maybe this is because you're hippies. It's like you're so free flowing, it's just like anything goes. But this is, to me, this is like, see how she's controlling the lion? It's like, there's something here that makes this risky because of control. And it's just going to get riskier. Control issues how? Maybe it's, you'll know better than I, but maybe it's because you are free-flowing. Him, not so much. Could be this. I'm going to ask, why is this a risk? Why is this risky? But yeah, but it's definitely a risk because of issues that have to do with control. Why is this relationship a risk? I do have to say, like, it's hard to go out into the world when it's like you just want to do good things and all you get is just nastiness constantly. It's like, really? It's like, can't I just live in peace? I'm not, you know? It's almost like a yeah, I'm learning how to have tougher skin, that's for sure. think I would after all these years, but it still bothers me sometimes. It's under my skin. Okay. Hanged Man. This is the reason why it's a risk. Because of Hanged Man. Again, I feel like that corresponds with this control issue. So, these control issues that you mentioned that he has, Vixie Pixie, that I feel like it could get worse. I feel like maybe you've already seen it and it's may get worse. Because it's like, I don't want you to go, I want you to stay, basically. So I feel like this person may like latch onto you. And like once they have you, they may like tighten their grip. And I feel like maybe that is something that you would not want in your life, is someone that is so attached, I guess you would say, or controlling. So I think that is just God's Spirit saying that you need to be aware of that and ask yourself if that's what you want for your life, someone that is going to control you because they're fearful that you're going to leave. So I guess this card to me is like, do you want that in your life? Because I feel like when someone controls you, it's like shaky water because it could go bad. Very, very bad. Have you ever seen The Burning Bed with, I think it was Farrah Fawcett? Where it's just like the control just like increased until it's like he's beating her and she can't leave. That's like, the extreme, but you know what I mean? That's how someone being very controlling, how bad it could go. So I feel like that is like what the risk is. It's like someone that starts off already trying to control you, it can go bad. And that's the risk. I think that's just Spirit just saying to you, like, be aware. You haven't seen it, you've seen glimpses of it. But I think it's just like, if it gets worse, you may want to be more cautious, because again, when control can go very bad, and the next thing you know how it goes. They isolate you, you lose all your support systems, and then you're locked in the closet. Like, you know what I mean? Does anyone else have a question? If not, I'm probably going to jump off of here. Kristen, I feel like I should pull a question for you. Maybe just like to see where you're gonna go, or an overarching. Let's just do a random, like a random question. I think it's just you and I in here, so that's cool. see what comes through here. Good. I'm glad, Vixie Pixie, because I think that is what I think the point is. It's like, I feel like what it's saying is like there's an issue. I believe it has to do with control that you just need to be aware of and be on alert for. Does it mean not move forward? Absolutely not. It just means like you should be cautious. Jack, I don't think I did a question for you. Did I? Hi, shining stars. How are you? Uh-oh, Kristen, that's not a good card. This card is basically like problems, annoyances. Like, see how the mouse is like chewing on the cord? It's like issues that annoy us to no end. But I'm starting to feel like this is like the initial energy. It's like you have these issues that you're dealing with that get on your nerves. I feel like these are repeating. Like the energy I'm getting is repeating annoyances. It's like the same thing keeps happening over and over and over and over again to drive you like insane. You interact with them on daily. Ooh, that's not okay. So I feel like the energy that you're in is like you're waiting for problems. It's like you're expecting them. It's almost like an overall. I feel like this is not your family issues. This is like. I feel like this is your expectation of life. It's like you're in a place where it's like you're just expecting bad things to happen. Is that true? Oh God. Okay, so we're gonna pull a card and say, what can you do to change this attitude that you have that you're nothing good's gonna happen and it's just gonna be problems. Because obviously that's not a good place to be. Because it's like, I believe like your thoughts manifest things. So if you're always thinking that you're gonna manifest problems, then that's what's gonna come, right? What can you do to get out of the mindset? Look at that. Just walk away from it. This is my card that like you're walking away, but look at your face. You're pissed about it. Okay? So that makes me feel like you are gonna have trouble getting rid of this attitude, this mindset, but you simply just have to give it up. It's like, to me, it's like, I struggle with the same thing, probably everybody does, but it's like just capture your thought. When you start to think like, oh, nothing is ever going to change, recognize the thought and dismiss it. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not true. Good things are going to happen in my life. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? The chat disconnected again. It says, please wait while we try to reconnect you. So yeah, so all you gotta do is just drop it and let go of it. And I feel like the first thing to do is just recognize the way that you're thinking and then just dismiss it with the truth. It's like you could say, oh, my family is always getting on my nerves. Like recognize that thought and think, no, that's not true. This mouse has started chewing on my nerves. Yeah, exactly. That cloth is your nerves. Jack. What's the next step for you? Let's see. For you and your person. Kristen, are you in Detroit? Are in Michigan? My family is from Michigan, Detroit. I am not in the United States. All right, Jack. What's the next step? My family's like in Southfield. I think it's called Southfield area. The area, like, has definitely, like, Oak Park was where my family used to live way back then. But it's like so much, I went over there probably like a year ago. It's like changed so much since I was a child. It's like, I don't even know. Not the same, anyway. It was hustle, bustling, and now it's like, it seems just, I don't know, dead. But that's everywhere, I think, these days. It's like, all right, Jack, what's the next step? Let's see. Sun, so that's a good card. That's like a happiness card. I also feel like there's going to be some sort of like illumination. I feel like there's something that you're going to learn about this relationship that I feel like is going to lead to some sort of happiness. Three of Cups, so that is like, oh my goodness gracious, I just sent you a message, Kira. How are you doing? I've been a little bit worried. Yeah, because of everything that's going down where you live. I've been like worried about like, I suppose like your safety. Okay, Jack, so what's the next step? Happiness and socialization. So I feel like you and your person are going to get together and have some good times. I feel like there's going to be some kind of like outing, face-to-face meeting. Again, I feel like there's going to be some sort of news that you find out that's going to make you happy. And it could be about their status, the way they're carrying themselves, who they're associating with. These cards say absolutely yes, it's a good idea. so next step, move forward. Absolutely, yes. It's going to be happiness, enjoyment, celebration. Still, yes. Kira, you are safe though, right? Good. Okay. That's good. I'm glad. Yeah, definitely. And I feel like this card to me is like a truthful card, like illumination, like you are going to know and find out everything that you need to know. Jack. Just gonna do. Whoa, you were shot? You're welcome, Jack. Wowzer. Wait, you were shot? Like with a bullet? Oh my god. Good night, Jack. You as well. Shot where? Oh my goodness. Like, were they targeting you? Or was it just like your, collateral freaking damage? Oh my god. Oh my lord. Holy shish kebabbers. That is freaking so scary. How did you end up there? Were you born there? He brought you there? Or you moved there for him? Like for relief purposes, like to help out, or you just wanted to live there? So you've been there before. That is interesting. Oh, okay. I always wanted to like live somewhere other than my birth country. Um, like outside of Canada and in the United States, like somewhere across the world. But it's like how do you go about doing something like that? You just pick up and move? I don't know. You got a question, Kara? Okay, I'm doing questions. I just been pulling 2 cards for people. I'm glad you're okay after getting shot. That is freaking insane. You're brave. I don't think I'm that brave. How long were you in the hospital after you got shot? You haven't spoken to him in 12 days? Oh, 13 days. Like, have you suffered any permanent damage? Like, I know I'm asking a lot of questions. If you don't want to answer them, you don't need to. It's just, I'm just curious. Good, I'm glad. Holy crap, though. That is so scary. Like, I'm in Canada, right? So, like, in Canada, there's no, like, guns are not easily accessible. Can you get a gun? Probably, but you can't just go to Walmart and buy a gun. You know what I'm saying? So, that's being shot here is like a rarity. You know what I mean? So I just find it um, like interesting because being shot here is not something that happens on a regular basis. And it hit you? Fuck. That is insane. Let's see, why is your person acting so weird? I'm pretty good. I'm just hanging around, getting old. That's how I feel. Having a midlife crisis, honestly. Alright, why is your person acting so weird? Hi, Shining. So, this card makes me feel like he's busy, like, socializing. So, this card makes me feel like it has nothing to do with you. It's just, this card makes me feel like he's just like incredibly active at this time with others. So nothing with you, just busy. Thank you, Shining. I like doing videos a lot. It's like a release for me to be able to, like, I let everything that's inside come out. It's great. I just hope that I'm like helping people with them. Cannot believe I've been on the internet for 2 hours and 38 minutes. Like, it does not feel like that at all. It feels like it's been like 2 seconds. Strength. Okay, so Kira, why is he acting weird? It's just he's active right now with other people, at least 4 different people, based on this card, probably more. And whatever's going on with them is like important. I feel like it's almost like whatever is going on with these people is like taking over his life. Like, that's how busy he is. So really, it's nothing to do with you. It's just whatever is going on with these people. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, so whatever's going on with him and them, it's like overtaking him, the responsibilities. It's like he can't get away, basically. You're welcome. I'm glad you're safe and everything's cool. Yeah, I bet. A wife and 3 kids is a heavy load. I imagine he doesn't get much alone time or breathing room. You're welcome. I'm glad to hear from you. I really, really am. I've been worried. Alright, shining stars. Let's do you. Can you tell me what's going on with my DM? I'm a Libra and he's a Cancer. Shining stars and desk takes a beating. It's taking a beating. We need a new one. So this card makes me feel like your relationship is getting stronger or it's already strong. I feel like your relationship is stable. Or it's growing in strength. The vibe I get is like we can get through anything. So this could be, are you in communication with him? Because this card is definitely like, we're strong. So it's like, I feel like if that's the case and you're in separation for 20 years, then if you get back together, it's going to be like you never were in separation. Yeah, like, let's see what the clarifying card is, but it's like, this card is like a power card. This is like, we're powerful, we're strong, we're mighty, we're... So yeah, like I really like that about the harmony. It's like if you guys get into communication, it's gonna be like 20 years. There's been no separation in 20 years. It's gonna be like talking to someone that you just talked to yesterday. You know what I mean? But we'll see what this card is. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Again. It's like if you put effort into this relationship, it's like explosive. It's like explosions. It's like this relationship could work, but if the effort was put into it. But you say he's married with children, this is like we have to put effort into it. That's the key. If there's effort, then it's this. If there's no effort, then obviously it won't work, right? He hurt you in the past. Like he left you 20 years ago. Many secrets. You don't communicate with him at all? That's interesting. Again, this is like if we put effort in, it's like the relationship would be off the charts. Started a family while we were in a relationship. Hmm. Prior to this, prior to him doing that, were you guys like compatible? This also I feel like this card is saying to me that money has been exchanged. Is that true? I bet. But again, yeah, it's like, so basically this dude wrecked a good relationship. Did he ever tell you why? Can't face you. So basically the answer to your question is, will this relationship like work? And it would. It definitely would, without a shadow of a doubt, if there's effort put into it. No effort, then it's not gonna work. But again, this card is like, this relationship would be strong if there's effort put into it. Let's ask, is he a toxic? And that's effort that cannot be bothered with explains it all, right? And it's the question too, like, do you want to be with someone that's not going to put any effort in whatsoever? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like you don't want to wake up one day and have wasted your whole life, on someone that doesn't change. You know what I mean? Because you only get one life. And trust me, time goes by extremely fast. Next thing you know, you're old and gray and you've wasted, you know what I mean? You've wasted all this time. And you think that person is, thinking about you? Probably not. They haven't wasted their life, right? Is this person a toxic twin? To me, this card is I'm getting like mixed energy off this card. It's like yes and no. I almost the feeling I get is like this person is not a bad person. like at their core, but they do stupid things. Like I don't like mean to say to laugh, but it's just like I feel like this person doesn't have their head on straight. And I also feel like this card is like, I keep hearing the words, your life is what you make it. That's what I just heard. But that could be tying into what we were just talking about. Mhm. The energy I get off this card is like the person that you are dealing with um, is not like spiritually intact. It's like I feel like he doesn't really know how to use his power. And that's why he gets him. And I feel like even though you're not speaking to him over this past 20 years, I feel like there's things that he's done that um, showcase, I would say, his inability to properly use his powers, also his ability to make his decisions. Like he's, oh, what's the word? He like, I keep just hearing the word scatterbrain. Like he's unstable, is what I'm getting. And because he is like this, his life is unstable. And I imagine that in his life now with his wife, he's like that. He's like he's like all over the place. And I imagine that he's making decisions inside that marriage that like don't make sense. Because he's like I just keep hearing the word scatterbrain. Yeah, like I'm like he doesn't know how to like direct his energy. Like you know what I mean? Like he can't make up his mind. He's like one thing 1 minute, 2 minutes later something else. Like he doesn't know how to use his power. That's what I'm like getting. So for the question, like, is he a false twin? I would have to say he probably is because he doesn't really know who he is. Like I can't like get across the energy that I feel. It's like, okay, this is how I feel. It's like partially spiritual, partially in the world. That's the kind of the energy. So he doesn't know who he is. Is he spiritual or is he in the world? That's how I feel about him. So he's like of two minds, which makes him unstable, unreliable. That's what I get. I don't know if that helps because I feel like I didn't really get that across properly, but that is how I feel about him. Which I feel like is probably why he's spying on you on your social media and doesn't say anything. You know what I mean? Like, Does anyone else that's here want to ask a question? I guess that's a no. I did a reading at the beginning, like a full reading. It was just basically about divine feminine. The relationship is basically progressing in a positive way, but because of what has happened in the past, she's reluctant. And because she's reluctant, it's like she's looking at the relationship through like basically a negative lens. So she's like putting up walls, arguing, that sort of thing. Divine masculine is not going to give up on her. He's going to keep trying. He is going to get a bit worn down, but he's not going to give up. I think he's like going to pull away a bit, but then he's going to start all over. Do you have a question, Yen? And it's like, it's divine feminine. It's not like she doesn't want him. And I know that divine masculine can feel that she does want him. It's just all these barriers, right? So it's like he's breaking them down, trying, but it's like he like I mentioned in the reading, it's like when you're always battling, you get, battle weary. So it's like you need to pull back and like recuperate. And I think that's what it is. It's like a pullback to regather one's strength to try again, in battle. Do you have a question, Yen, if you're still there? I don't know if Shining Stars is still here, but I feel like her person knows they messed up. And that's why the relationship came out like as the bear. It's like their person knows they messed up 20 years ago. You know what I mean? And that's why the relationship is being represented like that. Like he definitely knows he screwed up, for sure. Let's see. After this, I think I'm gonna jump off. I really have enjoyed doing this. This is like only my second live that I've ever done, and I really enjoyed it. I like being able to like talk to you guys in real time instead of like on the comments on YouTube. It just doesn't have the same feel. And sometimes I can go into my own like little world for days on a time, and I don't think that's healthy. So this helps me to like connect with other people. Will you reunite? Oh, communication. I feel like that's a yes. Oops. Yeah. I'm just gonna pull one more card for you, Shining. My question was like, are we gonna reconnect? And I feel like the answer is yes. And it's gonna be through written. So email, text, message. We'll see what this card says, because sometimes the card can come out and be like super positive or super negative, and then the next following card, the confirmation card or the clarification card, is like makes it turn into the complete opposite. Are you gonna reunite? Yeah. Well, for now it's just to me this is just a thought, but I feel like thought is gonna turn into something minor. So I feel like it's gonna be like a very minor conversation, like with no real depth, just like, hi, how are you? How have you been for the last 20 years? Again, this is like, to me, a thinking card. It's like I'm thinking about communicating. To me, this is not an action card, though. But it could turn into one. I'm gonna pull another card and see if it turns into an action, because I think it's just a thought. Could be why he's spying on you and not saying anything. It's like, I want to communicate, but it's like I can't pull the trigger. Thinking, but I'm not doing. And it's like and to me this is like a passing thought. It's like every now and then. It's not like something I think about all the time. It's like something I think about on occasion, very rarely. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Action card. So yeah, he will, you will. You're gonna have written communication. A thought is gonna turn into an action. How do you know he spies on you, by the way? Shining, how do you know your person watches you on social media? I don't know if I say I'd love to know if someone's watching me on social media, but I don't think I do. Can you imagine? I'm not. Oh. So whenever he looks at you, it shows up. That's interesting. I think sometimes ignorance is bliss, I think. It's like sometimes how often does he look at your messages and look at your LinkedIn? How often? See, that's the impact. The impact that you've had on him is that he is still thinking about you 20 years later. That's why you came out like that as the bear. That's the impact. You blocked him because you're still angry? Yeah, I hear you. And like I said before, it's like you want to have all of someone. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like partial would be okay for a while, but long term, I just can't imagine, you know? But I mean, I feel like different strokes for different folks, you know what I mean? Some people are satisfied with that sort of thing, and some people are not, and that's fine. Yeah, so I would expect that there's going to be some kind of communication. I can't tell you when, Shiny, but sometime. I don't know how he's going to get through if you blocked him. You're welcome. And to answer your question, I'm probably going to do more lives in the future. I like just kind of hanging out, you know. Is there anyone else that wants to ask a question? If not, I'm going to say bye-bye. Do you want to talk to him? I guess there's only one way to find out, eh? I, you know what? Women are the gatekeepers for real because nothing's happening without a woman's say so, really. Have you been single for the last 20 years? Oh, you were married? Oh, okay, I see. Like you had some relationships, but no marriage. I see he can't. He doesn't know what to do. What? I'm not sure what you mean yet. And shining stars. I think that you and I are in the same kind of boat in a way because it's like over the years I've had a relationship that was not the greatest, and it's like 20 years have gone by, and it's like now it's like I want something meaningful in my life. Not that I haven't had anybody, just no one that it's went anywhere. Well, I'm glad that they do. That's my hope, is that I'm going to tell you honestly what my hope really is that, again, back to the light. It's like I do this because I want to show that there is something out in the world that is more powerful and more greater than us who is willing to help us. That's my goal. So I feel like if my video resonates, it's like I'm doing that. You know what I mean? It's like I'm showing that this world is not just, um, I almost want to say hopeless. Because it's not hopeless. Our situations are not hopeless. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm starting to get a little tired now. I spent 3 hours and 16 minutes. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I so appreciate it. I'll probably come live again in the next couple of days because I really enjoy doing this. But beforehand, I thought it was going to be like super nervous about doing it, but now it's like I feel comfortable. All right, I will see you guys next time. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, guys, I'm going. See you later. Bye.